I hope he. I mean, why you got another dude jersey number tatted on you?
Yeah, it's actually the Irish jersey, the high school jersey, Irish 23.
That's certainly pause worthy.
Perfect. The guy Drake is beefing with LeBron, man.
Crazy.
After a year filled with beef, going back and forth with Kendrick Lamar, along with going after Rick Ross, Future, Metro Boomin, among others. I'm
20v1.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm leaving somebody off the list. Drake has set his sights now on his, I'd say, deteriorating friendship with LeBron James. It looks like they were really close at one point, called each other brothers, and this past week a freestyle got leaked. One of those Drake slow beat freestyles where you could tell like he's feeling some type of way. He about to let his emotions out on it, man. And it was called Fighting Irish. He said it was leaked because it was released on
Fighting Irish too. Yeah, because remember he went to St. Vincent, St. Mary's.
That's the name of the high school team, right? Yeah, Fighting Irish freestyle came out. Where Drake is just not naming names, but the internet sleuths out there are saying that the lyrics are pointing to his beef with LeBron James. Now, where this beef stems from is obviously LeBron has been very supportive of Kendrick Lamar's year. You know what I mean? Kendrick Lamar, from the single Like That, from that dropping, you saw LeBron rapping the lyrics during games. Then it went on to Euphoria, Not Like Us. LeBron pops up at the pop out. The most recent video was him dancing to Man at the Garden at his 40th birthday party, rapping it word for word. Where these videos would seem, you almost not knowing anything. You're like, LeBron's just a fan of hip hop music. He's somebody going out of, somebody that's enjoying the moment of it and rapping the songs along that are popping at the moment. But if someone knows more and it's like, well, you guys were friends, you guys seem to have a really close relationship. Why are you going so hard from the songs from one of your buddy's enemies? And apparently Drake felt some type of way, man. Right. Let me see. I want to pull up some of the lyrics on the song, but there's lyrics in there about a watch that people are alluding to that Drake and LeBron had split with each other. Drake also has LeBron's jersey tatted on him, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I'm sorry. I hope not.
Well, Drake has a lot of weird tattoos, right?
Like, I mean, I just know about, the one he got apologizing to Wayne, for sleep. That's the only one in terms of, but I hope why you got another dude jersey number tatted on you?
Yeah, it's actually the Irish jersey, the high school jersey, Irish 23.
That's certainly pause worthy. But now, it adds context why he's so hurt. Because that's something you do to, your lover, somebody you love. You get their name or something having to do with them tatted on you. So
without having to even go into the rest of this, because I will explain more of the situation. But before what you just said right there, it shows to me Drake has a weird way of showing friendship and things like that. I think me and you would be that's weird to get LeBron's jersey. It's weird for me to wear. I'm 40 years old, right? And when I was a kid, I had no issues with this. But now as a grown man, I don't really want to wear another man's jersey. I'll
go to a sporting event and, I have an Aaron Judge thing, when I go to Yankee, that's the only time you'll see me. Yeah, right. Yeah, you won't see me going to the store on a Tuesday with Aaron.
You know what I'm saying? You see it with politics, the way that people ride for Trump. You see it, I just can't give my loyalty. I wouldn't even... I didn't like Kamala Harris like that, but let's say I did. You know what I'm saying? I still, no matter what side I was voting on, whether it's Trump, I think it's weird if you walk around with the merch. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for you to tattoo not only this person's jersey on you, that's it going even further, is weird. It kind of shows me Drake, I think the term is arrested development, where Drake was a star as a kid, and I think he's still stuck in being a kid. He's never, he's stuck at being 13 years old in terms of why would you get them the tattoos of these people that are alive, that are here now, that you don't know if you're going to be friends with them for the rest of your life? It's just weird ways to show it. And then even his reaction to LeBron, because the way that I'm taking how this whole thing is went, I don't think LeBron is stupid. LeBron's calculated. He knows when he's on camera. He knows what people say. He knows what the optics are going to be. I think LeBron feels some type of way. He's not doing this. This is no coincidence. LeBron, I think he has to. I think it was even a point over the summer at the Olympics where they were talking about Not Like Us was obviously a song of the moment. And I think Steph had went viral for saying, like,
I'm over it.
Yeah, can we play something else? He's like, yo, I'm a little tired of this song by now. And I think LeBron responded like, nah, this is it. This is the song of the moment right now. Like, This is not... He knows what that looks like. It wouldn't surprise me if LeBron has felt wronged by Drake in some way, shape, or form, and that's how he's showing it. Because
Drake tried to hit on Savannah.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Well, but it could be something as a slick comment or something like that, or something that just didn't sit with him the right way. But the way that the whole industry has turned on Drake, it wouldn't surprise me if Drake is like hollering at a lot of people's girls. Like that was the rumor, right? Like he's sliding in a lot of people's DMs. And maybe that goes back to the Arrested Development thing. Maybe he doesn't grown up in normal society. He doesn't realize that's not how you move. Mm-hmm. If you consider these people friends, or if you consider these people like, why would they not be mad at you after that? You know what I mean? So it's just like whatever happened between him and LeBron can't rap, so he can't get it back out the same way a Kendrick or a Future or a Rick Ross would. But what is his platform? People want to videotape me all the time, right? Well, you're gonna see me rapping the songs of your ops. And that's his way of going about it. So it doesn't surprise me. Now, the way that Drake is going about it is there's one particular lyric in here. Let me make sure I see it.
The world fell in love with the gimmicks. Even my brothers got tickets. Seemed like they loved every minute. Just know the shit is personal to us, and it wasn't just business.
And people are saying like that was at DeMar DeRozan and LeBron being at the pop out. My brothers got tickets. Then he goes later in the song. Remember we traded watches. I gave you that Arabic dial. You gave me a numbered edition. You would even check up on my son like a pediatrician. Convinced the gang this shit was rooted in love when it isn't.
Talking about we family, well, I'm not the cousin to visit. God forbid we ever gotta tarnish your public image. All that brother talk as if I really discovered a sibling.
Now, I didn't like that, God forbid we ever gotta tarnish your public image line. Because LeBron has a great image in not only just sports, but just as a black man and celebrity. You know, we've seen the past year what happened to a lot of black moguls and people that we've held in high regard. But then when you add that with all right, y'all running around, y'all doing what y'all gonna do, some messages get leaked the same week that this freestyle comes out, where Drake has a part, an excerpt in there where he's saying the person he's speaking to is like trying to say like Drake not doing something is unloyal. And it's kind of similar to how he's running to like sue Universal right now, right? And Drake was like, no, the Universal shit is different. He's like, with me and Universal, that'd be as if Nike had a campaign about LeBron James cheating on his wife. Not Adidas, not Reebok, but Nike putting out that campaign.
The home team.
Yeah, and it was like, well, that's a weird metaphor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have used a lot of different things. So it's like, when to just go with that metaphor, one, then it gets leaked the same week that freestyle comes out. It's already like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on now? I think there was some back and forth about if those texts were real. Some people are saying they are. They had something to do with Stephon Diggs and his brother jumped some dude, and this was the guy that got jumped was the one who was talking to Drake and allegedly who leaked it. But we don't know, right? Drake does something like post an image at night like I thought it through this time or something like that. And very cryptic. Nobody knows what it means. And then you follow it up. I'm gonna pull up a video from DJ Akademiks, which was the last really domino to drop.
Newsflash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans. Okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy, but when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places, I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black things. White women. I'm the guy. So when I bring the tings, and I'm hooking you up When Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa. Me and Drake done did some two-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championships? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you. That's why you in trouble, LeBron. You can't dance to a song about me being a pedophile when we went on two-mans. That's why you're getting dissed on these random songs. There's like five tings in Toronto ready to shout your business up now, bro. Like LeBron, nobody told you if you're secretly cheating on your wife, stay out the way. And don't dance at your man who been helping you cheat, calling him a pedophile.
Well,
respect and speculation.
I mean, listen, I don't like it, but I can't necessarily disagree. I mean, if you know somebody got dirt on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's true, right? I don't know. But if you know somebody got dirt on you, you got to watch how you move. I mean, at the end of the day. So, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's tough.
You know what I noticed?
It's still a bitch move on Akademiks, behalf. But, I mean, he makes a pretty good point. Yeah, you can't expect me to keep your secrets and you out here dancing for my op.
Two things can be correct at the same time. Like, for LeBron James to do that, if you know that these people have dirt on you that would not wait if it were to come out, is very it's not a smart move. But also LeBron seems very smart though. He doesn't, for someone to navigate the 20 years that he has in this league without, the worst I've heard about LeBron was a Pusha T lyric. That, you know what I'm saying, was about him. That at the loudest volume. I've heard other things, but the worst I've heard at the loudest volume was that. Or
like that Bron.
You know the line. Or the Delonte West nonsense. Oh, that was out of his control.
That's not him, yeah.
So it's like, for someone to navigate like that, I think they're very smart. Now, what I would say is LeBron might have been naive, because me and you, I think, come from an era where, why would someone do that? Like the ass kicking that you would receive. If me and you got beef, you gonna call me out for messing on my girl? Right. Me and you got this my girl. Right. but it's like, that's bro code now. Especially when we was running together. It's not even like, maybe if I stole your girl and you salty over it, still corny, but it's like, all right, that nigga just salty, I see it. We was having fun together, and now it's like, all right, we don't get along, that's the route we take it to. Where I think LeBron would have been like, well, I thought this was a dude, I know I was beefing with a female, I know I was beefing with Sexy Red over here, and now she gonna put my dirt on in the street. He's like, I thought it was two dudes having beef, and if we got beef, let's go at each other. But it's for... What I noticed in the Tekashi era, I think it was big when it came up, where I would see people talk glowingly about Tekashi, and I'd be like, "What's your favorite lyric?" They ain't got one, Or
when you say talk glowingly about
him, like they was fans of him. They he's cool, like he was more like, but younger people, not like people like in our age group, right. Younger people would talk, and I'd be like, "What's your favorite song from him? What's your favorite?" And it wouldn't be nothing; it'd be the gimmicks. It'd be that, and they started to let me know that the younger crowd, they're impressed by things that we think are corny. Things that we would think is, or it'd be like, no matter if he did the coolest shit, if you thought he was a snitch, you'd be like, I don't even want to hear about the other stuff. Yeah. Whereas they're like, let's hear him out. Let's see what, let's see what else he has to offer. And so that's when I started to realize a shift. And I think that Drake is part of that, where he's actually closer to our age, but he's thinking like this younger generation of hip-hop fans think, where corny shit gets clout, corny shit gets attention, corny shit gets props. And calling out somebody for cheating on their wife when you was running around doing it with them is corny. That's the closest thing to snitching out of uncriminal shit, you know what I'm saying, that we could get. Even the lyrics about tarnish your image is a little bit like too close to like...
I think for him... There's nothing else to do Like in terms of because he's obviously upset. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, all right, how do I release this, this anger inside of me having to do with LeBron? I mean, I don't got nothing else on him. So this is the only angle I got. And maybe that's why it
is, but that shows, and this might be going too deep in terms of like, we're just entertainment, we're all having fun. But Drake, you low vibration energy, because if you really was looking at it, and if you're looking at this whole scene and your first thing is like, how can I respond to Bron? It shows me you're not looking at the full picture, because if everybody turned on you, as I was telling my daughter the other day, like she came home on Monday and there was an issue that happened. And she came on Tuesday, there was another issue that happened. I was like, all right, it'll be 2 days into the week. If you come back on Wednesday, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like I can avoid the trouble for a day. If 3 days in a row with you and Drake, it's a lot of rappers. It's a lot of people that took that opportunity to be like, you know what I mean? Like, or even people that was just like, I'm gonna stay out of it.
Right.
Not even like I'm gonna ride for you. I'm gonna stay out of it. So at some point you gotta look in the mirror and be like, what did you do? Because there's no way anybody just woke up February 5th and was like, fuck Drake.
And pile it on. All right.
And so that's for me, the fact that you're even still thinking like that, or thinking like, what, this is the only move I got, this is the only thing, it shows, back to what I said, maybe you're still stuck in that kid in the wheelchair that was on the ground seat. Yeah, and you not realizing that sometimes your moves is what caused the current situation, is what's doing it. Now, why y'all going about it this way? No, and there's nothing wrong. I'm like, it is super corny. It's borderline gay to be this hurt by another man. But let's be honest, we all have friends in life, and if our friends betrayed us, that shit gonna hurt. Like it really would. I can't even.
I find it hard to believe that they're brothers. Like,
friends, whereas LeBron may have been saying them words, but LeBron's like, I got real niggas that I hung with.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know he got real brothers.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Whereas Drake was like, well, maybe I guess we are. Let me call the tattoo artist.
Blood brothers.
And it's just like, now, like I said, I've given LeBron the benefit of the doubt. You going hard. 40th birthday party, camera's on you, rapping word for word, the Kendrick lyrics. You going, it leads me to believe that LeBron has felt wronged in some type way, shape, or form. He wanted it to be known, wanted it to be public, you know what I'm saying? And I could have given him the benefit of the doubt at the pop out where I was like, he's a fan of hip hop. It's a hip hop moment. He's in LA. Why not be there? You got, you know what I mean?
Now, I will say in LeBron's defense, I mean, because when I seen it, I wasn't taken back by it, because I mean there's a lot of videos that you'll see LeBron rapping somebody ish or something like that. So, but again, like you said, he's smart. Obviously, if you're my man's, I may think twice about doing something like that. But the fact, because cameras are on you, and so the fact that, it is what it is.
Somebody said LeBron be fucking up lyrics. You know how we've seen him rapping for years. He be fucking up lyrics all the time. But when Like That came out, he knew them words word for word, bro. Like he read it off a genius. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted it to be known how he feels. I think that just the verdict with this is the way that they're moving. Whether LeBron did anything on his wife is on LeBron and his wife. That's for them to figure out. But for y'all to be moving like this, as if this is the way to go, is corny. To be honest with you, since Family Matters, every move Drake has made, in my opinion, has been the wrong move.
Since Family Matters.
Since that song dropped, and then Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams like 45 minutes right after.
Okay.
I think once that moment happened, every move from the Heart Part 6 to this way that he's responding with LeBron to hopping on with the streamers and like the little comments that he's making. It's like, bro, we could have been over this a long ass time ago. Like
he's just hurt and he don't know how to deal with it. Like he's just, and it's lasting so long. Like normally these moments, they would have lasted a month or two, but this gonna keep going for a little while.
And there's two ways to it, because I think he's looking at it with like the Donald Trump of I'll never admit defeat, never admit wrong, right? Which is cool. I think that's a strategy to go with, because there's the other side of it where it's like people look at Meek Mill right now. I've heard someone arguing the other day. They were like, Meek Mill is corny. And I'm like, I don't think Meek Mill is corny. I think Meek Mill gets himself in situations, but also I don't think Meek Mill is dumb either. He knows engagement. He knows engagement is better than no engagement. Mm-hmm. So even something that makes him look bad, I think to him, in his mind, he'd rather the someone talking about him.
Well, I don't think he even thinks about it on that level. I think more than it is just being reactive.
Yeah, okay, even possibly so. But even so, it's like Meek Mill might not be who we thought he was, right, at a certain point in his career. But I wouldn't go as far to say he's corny, but I bring it up to say that this person felt the opinion like strong. Like, Meek Mill's corny now, And I think part of that is because Meek admitted defeat at a certain point, right? Which is, there's two sides to it. I was going to say, like, even in this weird era of the internet where everyone wants to have a joke, right? Everyone wants to pile on Diddy. Everybody wants to come and throw in their jokes. I think we respect authenticity. And for Drake to be not constantly, but for Drake to be still in our face after this whole thing happened, acting as if he did not lose.
It's like, what reality are you living in?
I think we would have moved on from now if it would have just been like, hey, I caught the L, like, moving on.
Right.
Next thing. But it's like, to make this like,
because at the end of the day, you could have caught the L, just like I'll take it back to Jay and Nas. Jay caught the L, but at the end of the day, like, and this is just my opinion, I don't like, let's just say, Drake caught the L and, he just let it go and didn't engage in all the nonsense. Personally, I still think, you have the opportunity to still be the bigger artist at the end of the day over the long term. This is just a moment, right? And there's nothing wrong with you're a fighter, you get knocked down. Like, nobody's perfect, right? So get up, wipe your shit off, and keep it moving.
Look at the history with that. Jay lost, right? Didn't necessarily come out and admit defeat, but wasn't walking around acting like he won, right?
Right. He had later on he did admit defeat, but
when it was already by that point.
Yeah.
But in the heat of the moment, didn't necessarily come out and admit defeat. But then later signed Nas to Def Jam. Right.
And that wasn't even that. It was like a year or two after.
So it's like, you don't got to win the moment. But everyone tries to win the moment. That's when you see a celebrity couple beefing with each other online because they're trying to win the moment. Right. It's like, there's a long play here that could be won, and it don't necessarily involve you talking every single day or responding to every single comment. Mm-hmm. And I think Drake, he's actually in the position to be the one that wins the long game.
Yeah.
Based on where his career is at, his money's at, and all that. It's like, you could have just played that game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Take your L, nigga. Take your L, keep it moving.
Sometimes it's hard when you go to the clubs and the girls is bringing it up. And
at the end of the day, the longer you keep it going, you just look more and more foolish. Mm-hmm. Just let it go. That's it.
Perfect Talk is what it do. It's your guy DJ Playboy holding it down for the Perfect Talk podcast, man. Thank you so much for checking out this short clip. If you like what you see, go check out the full episodes right there. Also hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, hop in the comments, baby.